don't know the words of the song. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Marcus Humps Major Lytics, twitch.tv/Major Lytics, techtalkthursdays.net. And it's time once again for another episode of Tech Talk Thursdays. It is November 6th, 2025. Are you talking to your kids about socialism? Because I guarantee you, if you're not, somebody out there sure is.
Looks like you might be talking to yours a little bit sooner.
I always do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always talking to my children, to my kid about socialism.
Mm-hmm.
Because socialism is the gateway drug to communism. People don't know that about socialism. It is the gateway drug to communism. And damn it, we need to get people hooked. Of course, I'm joined this week and every week by Kevin. It's your boy Kev in the building.
What's good, everybody?
You could just say in the house.
Of course, we're joined this week. I need to have a button. I need to have more buttons. You need to send me a soundtrack or a sound that you would like to be introduced with. But of course, we're joined this week by the Sunflower Sovereign. It's in the building.
Greetings and salutations, people of the internet.
I'll just give you a golf clap anyway. And of course, this would not be a show apparently nowadays if the one true major, the minor Linux, aka Fireplace, wasn't in the building, wasn't in the house, getting the daily dose of the socialism. Because that's how we do. That's how we roll in these streets.
Mm-hmm. It's her.
But with all that out of the way, of course, this week, again, we're back with some news. The last month of news before we get up out of here. We got 3 weeks of news. We have a week off. And then it's Holla Plays.
Mm-hmm.
But before we even get any further, let's get through this week. Of course, this week, the local Leos get access to some federal tech. You ain't gonna like what they got. A YouTuber once said that capitalism is like a cancer. And Nintendo is making him pay for it. And if Rockstar is firing employees who worked on GTA 6 for leaking information, why is it that just today we're finding out that GTA 6 got delayed? You figure they'd want to talk to us about that.
Mm-hmm.
All that and more on this week's episode of Tech Talk Thursday, starting with my Elgato screen. Every time.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Starting off this week, courtesy of Ars Technica, U.S. gives local police face scanning app similar to the one used by ICE agents. Excuse me. U.S. Customs and Border Protection launched a face scanning app for local law enforcement agencies that assist the federal government with immigration enforcement operations. The mobile Identify app was released on Google Play Store on October 30th. Wait, what? It's on the Play Store?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, can I just download? So I could just download this app on my Android phone and just scan a face with it.
That's crazy.
Put your hands up.
Boy, if you don't get your hand down there trying to act like a damn op, I will take you out. Look, we need more accomplices, not allies. And like, look, I'm about tired of standing around waiting for police officers to kidnapping folks.
Okay, y'all heard that. Major said he wants to see me in jail.
I mean, they can't lock us all up. They ain't got that. Look, we may have the most people in prison. We may have the most jails, but they ain't got that much space still. And trust and believe, they do not want us all in one spot.
That one?
There's more of us than there are of them.
Hey.
That doesn't mean that doesn't mean you don't want to see me in jail.
Again, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you ain't gonna make it to jail. There's more of us than there are of them.
Okay.
As long as they don't put us in that jail in Andor.
They ain't got that. Alcatraz still closed.
Yeah. Be like, dang, they got the raft. Who knew?
Vulture says, yeah, right. Saw that coming. They use it on them. Then it comes right to your door. Exactly. We like to call that the Imperial Boomerang. So apparently, like, I guess it's not on the App Store, but so I guess you need an Android phone to use it, maybe. But I'm kind of curious if I can actually install it on my Android phone now and see what it do. Also, that just means that somebody could just get the APK reverse engineered, figured how it works, and things could happen. You know that shit was vibe coded anyway. Fast as this motherfucking shit come out.
Actually, you want to know how you know it was vibe coded? Because of the amount of people they had to hire to correct it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because I feel like that needs to come up in this conversation a little bit more often. It's one of those things that I feel like the people who are more informed here would definitely know. But it's one of those things like the big article is how AI is eating up jobs. But there is the subtext that it's always like maybe 6 to 8 weeks later that they're just like, we need to hire some of y'all back. We shouldn't have done that. Oh my God.
Right. But see, like, here's the conspiracy on top of the conspiracy.
But it's always
maybe they
like,
know.
But can we pay you less when we
There you go. There you go.
It's like pay people.
Oh, you act like I wasn't gonna get there, Major. Come on now.
Look, I was just gonna suggest that maybe it won't an accident.
And then find a way to pay people for less. You're like, yeah, we tried it. Let's bring you guys back, but we spent the money on the AI, so we got to pay y'all at like 3/4 the salary that y'all were working before.
Speak on it.
It's right. The way I'm about to be Veronica over here being like, okay, well, if you pay me 20% less, you also get minus 20% efficiency when I come back to this office.
Well, look, when you fired me, there was a stat debuff. There's nothing I can do about that.
Sorry, what?
There was nothing I could do.
Y'all got it.
Be like, oh, you know something? While you are, I'm sure it's in one of those pockets somewhere. Maybe you put it in with last week's laundry. I'm gonna let you go find that money and then come talk to me.
Wow.
I'm not taking time to look for it. Go ahead and find it.
You good? I'll just be sitting here just flaming your ass on social media until you do.
That part.
Girl, you would not believe this bullshit. I hate that when I restart my phone, my GCM tends to not want to connect right. What's going on, Merch? How you doing? How you living? How you feeling? Conspiracy squared. Yes. It's like conspiraception. It's a conspiracy within a conspiracy, wrapped in a conspiracy. It's like we can sit there and we can work for the Onion, but then we just end up with jobs at the New York Times because, like, damn, this fire reporter, who's your source? Oh, we made this shit up. We didn't think they were real. But nah, we ain't gonna get hired by New York Times. They too busy trying to figure out if women ruin the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck even is that? What are we talking about? They will pay for cameras to watch cameras before they cover healthcare. Speak on it. Like, what are we doing? Like, Mom Nani was not going to enter the conversation today, or at least I was going to try. I was going to see how long I can go. But you're right. They will pay for cameras to watch cameras before they'll pay for healthcare. Like, billionaires will pay millions of dollars to make sure Mom Donnie does not become the mayor, as opposed to paying less than that in taxes in New York City.
And the fact that, like, Zoran basically told him, like, dude, you paying more than I would have taxed you, bro. Like, and then you still lost. And then I'm still gonna tax you. Like, like I gotta tax you.
Oh wait, not only am I going to tax you, I'm going to tax you, and in the process of taxing you, I'm gonna take that tax money to pay your bestie over here in the form of Lena Khan.
Right. Lena Khan.
You know something? I see what you did there, Kevin, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
You better sing, Rufus.
Indeed. Because that man said, and that man is diet socialist. What happens when real socialists come up?
Look, socialist. That's the sad thing is too. Like, he wasn't even calling himself a socialist during all of this. Y'all slapped the label on him.
And then he was just like, I mean, if that's what y'all want to call me.
I mean, look, do your best, but like, nah, I'm the part of the Democratic Party here. Like, hey, yo, what's up? But hey, y'all will show y'all true colors. Hey.
Yeah, it's like these are just positive, progressive ideals, and it's like, well, this person
because like it's one of those things of being like, hi, I specifically said like, hey, this is the party that I'm running with. Y'all trying to distance yourselves from me made you look bad in the first place, but it makes you look even worse when I won by just speaking common sense. So,
I mean, it makes you look bad when y'all all vote blue no matter who until I showed up. Y'all backed a sexual predator.
Straight up sex pass.
Spent millions, if not billions of dollars to make sure I did not get elected.
You know what is giving that one meme? That one meme of that dude who's at the video game tournament and goes, who's your coach? Bring them in the room because they are spending thousands of dollars to have y'all come all the way down here to lose to me. If you know who that, if y'all know that meme.
Unfortunately, I do not, but
But this person was just like ran this whole team through the gamut at this fighting tournament. It was just kind of like, at this point, why do y'all keep pulling up over here? These people are wasting money because y'all keep losing to me every time you come here.
Yeah.
Y'all ran up here and got your. Hold on, I have to go find it.
The sad thing is, they will not learn this lesson. They will not learn a lesson.
A lesson will not be learned.
When Kamala's like, "Oh, I'm planning to run again. I'm thinking about running again in 2028." Nope. See, y'all definitely have not learned a lesson.
Nope. Have a primary, see what happens.
She'll be the front runner.
But then she gonna lose again. Like,
I mean, that's the
what
whole
it is.
point, though.
That's why I'm like, I'm like, look, girl,
look, you can say get
tried it
primary
before.
all you want. They gonna fix that shit.
And then they're gonna lose again, and then they'll be like, "Well, what happened?" It's
Hmm.
like you didn't learn from the first time. Racism and misogyny. Hello?
I mean, yes,
Hello?
and yes,
It's like,
and.
It's like yes and, but also racism and misogyny. It's like, girl, no.
Like racism, misogyny, transphobia,
Yeah.
Islamophobia. And that call is coming from inside your house.
Right. Poor messaging. Poor messaging. Terrible gowns. Terrible sandwich, by the way. Like.
Oh, speaking of sandwiches.
Yeah.
Sandwich got off, baby.
See, that was the funniest thing though to me.
Where you go?
Because that was one of those things I'm like, that should have never went as far as it did. But this is also a part of like due process, where it's like, yes, that this should have not gone to trial, but guess what? They went to trial. They had a trial. And then at the lack of evidence, it's like, yeah, it was just a sandwich, dude. I don't know what, you know.
Look, say what you want about the Attorney General for the District of Columbia. But she be on stuff. Comes in a bottle, sometimes a box. Goes in a fancy glass, sometimes it's white, sometimes it's red. But look, if you don't ask if you don't ask what's in her cup, there ain't gonna be no problems.
As long as you don't ask what's in my red solo cup, it's all good.
Don't ask what's in my cup, there won't be no problems. If we ain't learned nothing from Jake Peralta in Florida,
There you go.
don't ask what's in my cup, there won't be no problems.
That part.
Oh, of course, we are talking about Judge Janine Pirro.
Yep. I know that.
Oh no,
I know.
Perpetual News shout out had asked who.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what it was. I did watch her court show once or twice.
If that man doesn't change his name to Felony Foot Law or all the socials. Oh my goodness, bro.
What a wonderful couple of hours. What a wonderful couple of days.
It's been nice. It really has been fucking nice.
It's been lovely. It's been like, for me, it was like Munchkin's birthday yesterday. 10 years old. Who could tell it? I have been drowning in review keys, so it's good busy.
It would help if I had spelt it right. Oh no, it's parked. Somebody owns Felony Footlong, and I'm upset about this.
The fact that you Googled that live on Twitch proves how a brave / misguided attempt that was. Because we could have seen something totally not safe for work.
Look, sometimes it's just a roll of the dice, man. Come on,
Yeah.
if you ain't living spicy out in these streets, man, fearless.
You can't live spicy in this state. It's illegal.
Fearless, baby.
They said Georgia? No, you can't do it, baby.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, I can't pull up shit in this state anyway. It just come back and say, look, your state got weird, fucked up laws, man.
Yep. Mine too. I get it.
Look, I can pull, like, the fact that I can pull up Pornhub on this computer live on air and it will do absolutely nothing. I'm a man without fear. Now I do got one fear, and that's a fucking ice rink.
You like Matt Murdock.
Yup. The man without fear.
The man without fear.
Look, I know my comic book shit. After I got called out last time for Punisher and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Read a comic book real quick. All right, I got it now. Say so.
You were like ACAB, and I was like, you were like Batman ACAB, and I was like, I don't think so. I don't think you've never seen year one.
I mean, sure, that one example, the one.
And then I sent you them clips about Absolute Batman. Huh?
Okay, that one example.
Okay, but that one example was enough. And I was like, I'm sorry, what was that again? I was like, what was that? What is that?
What is that Rage Against the Machine song? You know, those who work forces also burn crosses.
Yeah. I was like, I was like, my man said, that man was about to do the salute. My man said, you can't salute if you ain't got no elbows.
Yeah, even in a comic, like just like a still image, like, yo, that's just no.
Yeah.
No, that don't bend that way.
Yeah, and yet that's what I'm saying. Like, bro's like, look, you're not gonna die. You may not be able to use your right arm. But
I don't know. I feel like some of those motherfuckers did. Some of them motherfuckers are dead.
Yeah. It's like,
cause then they come back with a flamethrower.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Some of them motherfuckers are dead.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would definitely take that there's no such thing as billionaires. But I would also be like, hey, Cam, no. That's where he drops the people off.
No, but see, he will look. No, these are the bad apples. But sir, one bad apple ruins the whole bunch. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
They don't like fruit like that to know.
It's like, you want what he's having? No, that's what I thought. Justice for Gotham. That's Batman. Like that whole thing of him doing that is Batman. That is Batman.
You know what, Bruce? You know what Batman could do to save Gotham? Give up his billions. There.
I mean, that's what the Wayne Foundation is for.
No, that's a charity. That's a charity that is a facet of capitalism. Give up the billions. I'm eating fucking Batman, baby.
You think he won't?
So meat on them bones right there. I'm eating good.
Brother is like, look.
You know something? At this point, I would actually like to see Major square up with Batman. I want to see it.
Look, I said I don't go out and hunt. I don't go out and kill the cow. But when I want a steak, I go to the store. Someone else has done the work for me.
That man says, I use the billions in order to allow me. I use my privilege to allow me to learn how to whoop people's ass effectively.
No, see, that's that good billionaires conversation now. We can't have that.
Yeah.
We can't have that.
Nah.
No.
That's like, bro, this man is a flawed character. This man is a flawed character.
Yes, I will give you that he is flawed.
Yes.
But still.
He is the reason he is who he is because the system is fucked. And it's
like I would just like to remind us all ever so briefly that like the very thing that Major is discussing is an entire like arc. Like it is a plot point that someone asked that question and it gets them elected to the presidency.
Yeah. Like this is the one that would be like, yes, of course, but yet. and the coldest line that I love from him is like from Young Justice, where he's like, he basically says, I took Robin upon my wings so he can be able to get justice for his parents, so that he may, and then Wonder Woman kicks in, it's like, so he could be like you, and then he looks at him and says, so that he wouldn't. Like it's to say, like, look,
if this wasn't heavy and expensive, I'd drop it. But
my man was literally like, bro, I don't want him to be me. That's why I wanted him to have the proper revenge, so that he could. So then afterwards, he could choose what he wants to do with his life.
Perpetual,
and I will support that.
Perpetual New asks, well, wait, are we going to fight Bruce Wayne or are we fight Batman? Bruce Wayne will probably take the L for maintaining public persona.
Yeah, that was the that was also an episode of like animated where he took an ass whooping that he didn't have to take because he was with the reporter lady, and only when he like covered her, like I guess basically covered her gaze, then he was like, cool, I can actually whoop his ass now.
Convenient. Power outage is convenient. I don't know how all the bad guys got knocked out.
Merge. Merge. No, they didn't. Because one of those bad guys, I would like to go to the animated series for a moment. Open that door, saw him in that room, politely close the door and say, "Go about your business, sir," and walk past their fellow co-worker and was just kind of like, "Everything good over there?" Sure is. And kept it moving.
And kept it moving because he knew he didn't want to catch another fade by Batman again. He was like, you know what? I already got one black eye. I ain't trying to get three.
He said, we are tough and we are hired muscle, but we are not without awareness, and we are able to learn from our previous experiences.
Look, this job this job does not offer health insurance nor life insurance.
I need my kneecaps. Thank you very much. I need to be able to chew. Like, I need to live.
Speaking of justice and investigations,
let's go.
The FBI is trying to unmask the owners of the infamous Archive.is site. This is from 404 Media. Apparently, the FBI is trying to figure out who is running this archive site, which, is archiving websites, but also has this knock-on effect of getting past paywalls. Because, unlike the darkness, democracy dies behind a paywall.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It is always a thing where, there's the paywall aspect of it, but I feel like that's kind of like the surface of it. They just don't like archives in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's all. I would be surprised if it's for getting past the hold on. All right, let's see. The information sought through this subpoena relates to a federal criminal investigation being conducted by the FBI. Your company is required to furnish this information. You are requested not to disclose the existence of the subpoena, and definitely as any such disclosure could interfere with an ongoing investigation and enforcement of the law.
You are not allowed
what?
to. You are not. Hold on for a moment.
Oh, Archive.Today posted that to Twitter, not the FBI. I was about to say, wait a second.
Because I would here's the thing I would love to know. Isn't some of the stuff that they're talking about that you can't talk about, isn't that just findable information otherwise?
No, I think they just don't want people to know about the subpoena.
Yeah.
And Archive.Today was like, oh, you mean this one? The one we posted on Twitter? Well, nobody's supposed to know about that? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dog. Oh. I wish you had said something before we... Oh, you did. It's in this... Oh, fuck. Damn, we fucked up on that one. My bad, dog. Archive.Today, yo, my bad, bro. And Vulture, yeah, I get it. I sometimes get tripped up on 404's paywall as well. Which, yeah, it seems very funny that this is getting posted. And it's, oh yeah, like your site notoriously has a paywall.
I always kind of find it weird when news sites have paywalls where it's I feel like that's kind of doesn't jive with me, because I feel like if you're trying to inform people of shit that's going down, I feel like that shouldn't be like, you know, locked away if
It's one of
necessary.
those things of like, I understand at some point you're just like, we have to do whatever things that deal with overhead and keep the lights on and all this other stuff, right? We have whatever that is going on over there, but I'm like, surely
Yeah.
there has to be a better way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There just has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of those, baby, what I am not going to do in the middle of an afternoon is be like, let me hand you X amount of any currency to like read what you think about Silk Song.
Now,
Yeah.
for I get it. A lot of these smaller sites, I get it. I would rather them do the paywall as opposed to running fucking ads on their site.
Right.
That I get. Like even these gaming like some of these smaller gaming websites. But yeah, if
Like
you
I
are
said,
part
they
of
have to
a
keep the lights on.
billion,
I'm not upset about it.
if you are part
But
of
if
a
you're the
billion
fucking New
dollar,
York Times,
yeah,
Yeah. If you like Washington Post and like New
you know
York
where
Times,
the
I'm like, I don't
democracy
like
dies
that.
in the darkness.
Yeah.
you know, like,
Which is
in
this
case
paywall.
or in this case behind the paywall.
Yeah.
What the?
go ye forth and eat a dick if you decide to do that.
Well,
Because that in itself is kind of wild. That's why I go to like, if I'm like looking for the news, so I like to go like places like AP or NPR or like PBS. That way I can actually read the news. That's why I can actually read the news. That I could factually read the news, because I can't read the news if I try like, if somebody sends me like a Washington Post
shit.
article.
I knew
or,
I
like,
was forgetting
New York
something.
Times. Or,
I also want to look at people sometimes and be like, listen, I know I really do, but baby, I'm broke. Like,
I mean, we're all broke out here in these streets. Like,
what do you want me to do?
Where'd it go?
right? And then it's another thing if it's like, if I'm getting like, say, the newspaper, and I'm reading the newspaper, sure, circulation, that's fine. But
Sorry, I had to open up something else real quick. Yeah, so this says the subpoena also requests local and long distance telephone connection records. Examples include incoming and outgoing calls, push to talk, and SMS MMS connection records. Means and source of payment, including any credit card or bank account number, records of session times and duration for internet connectivity, telephone or instrument number, including IMEI, IMSI, UFMI, or ESN, and or other customer subscriber numbers used to identify customer subscriber, including any temporarily assigned network address, including internet protocol addresses, types of service used, ergo push to talk, text, three-way calling, email services, cloud computing, gaming services, etc. Motherfucker, what the hell are they looking for?
The Da Vinci Code.
the anti-life equation looked like it. Like Christ.
Yo, I just signed up for Movad yesterday. And I'm going to tell you something. I am thoroughly surprised about how Movad works. Like, you just go to this. Let me see. You just go to fucking Movad's website. It's like, all right, I want to get. Oh, let's say I'm logged in, so I'm going to log out here. Like, you just like, all right, I want to create an account. And it's like, you just create a fucking number. And like, that is your number. That's it. There is not like, you don't give them any information. They give you a number. Say, this is your number. And I'm like, I wasn't looking for this. I just figured like, hey, I just create an account, download the app, sign into the account with my credentials, and that's it. No, Mobile's like, we don't want to know a damn thing about you at all. And seeing that Mozilla VPN is built on top of Movad, is like, yo, Mozilla's just asking for too much information at this point.
How do we feel about that? I mean, this isn't the article, but you know, we are here for tech and gaming, so we're talking about it, I guess. Is it just me, or does anybody else here just feel increasingly uncomfortable to the point of being like, I will like actively not subscribe to things that they ask me for more than like 3 pieces of information at this point because y'all are asking too many things?
Yeah.
It depends on what I really need the service for.
Yeah.
To where, like, again, signing up for MOVAT, it was refreshing. It's like, wait, you don't want anything from me. The most it is taken from me is like how they accept payment for me to pay like, for the VPN.
And that's fair. Like when we're talking about that, right? But I'm not talking about that. Like it's just to the point that I'm like, hi, I would like to go to your store and buy a napkin. Okay, cool. Do you want to tell me your first name, your last name, your address, like what your favorite day of the week for shopping is? And I wanted to buy the thing I came to your store to buy, please. Or like a website that's kind of like, hi, for the book you wanted to purchase, could you please tell us, like, how does any of this have to do with anything about me buying a book? I've just if I'm mailing it to you, like you should need like maybe my name and my mailing address and like payment information. Why are you asking me about my cat? Why are you asking me about clothing? I wanted a book, you know, or people who are just like, hi, in order to read my website, please give me your first name, last name, email, social security number, and your favorite color. For what? Why are we doing all that?
But why?
Hey, can I have your phone number? You're not calling me. This is for an email service. What are you asking me for my phone number for?
I'm like, no, I'm good. Y'all got it.
Man, I asked for that discount long ago. I don't know what the fuck Walgreens got on me. I forget that I got the damn card.
They be trying to pull that shit on like at Harbor
What
Freight,
Walgreens has is too much time on their hands. They need to back up.
I'd be like, no, I don't want to do none of this. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I just willingly give all my data to China. Like, look, y'all can have it. I would rather y'all have it than the U.S. government at this point. Like,
yeah, like, go ahead and sign up for Douyin today.
Oh, you mean Red Note? You mean Red Note? I mean,
do I? I would never.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Right? Look, I mean, there's already a bubble notification already there. Look, there's something waiting for me on Red Note already. I was the day before TikTok shut down. Look, they already know I like communism, Nissan GTRs, or any JDM vehicle. And a secret thing that, you know, I'll say it, the thirst traps. That's what the thirst traps are for me.
Look, I just be watching my favorite Asian creator, Mr. Biao. That's it.
And it also seems weird seeing as I'm also watching 90 Day Fiance and just looking at Chinese thirst traps.
Are you looking at 90 Day Fiance?
It's off and on. It's off and on. Like normally it's on when I'm about to go to sleep. So because I can't see them because I take my eyes out, I take my eyes off. I was like, you know what? I was listening to it as I was getting ready for bed. Now that I am about to go to sleep, I now tune it out. Perpetual, look, they are modest over there because, you know, look, say what you want about rules mandated by the Chinese Communist Party, you know, socialism with Chinese characteristics. I'm gonna see how many times I can say socialism and communism on this show this week. You know, say what you want about their rules and, you know, the censorship. But look, the women there are modest. They cover up when it's too much. They got little clouds, or little bunny stickers they put in places. When it's like, all right, look, this might get taken down. So it's tasteful.
And they tax their rich.
They do.
They say, look, taxed.
Also,
That's why we trying to buy like assets outside the country, because the inside taxed.
Also, I just want to point out that I found out that amazing companies exist in China. Like this one. I was going to wait to talk about this when we talked about gaming. But no, see, because we're here talking about China now. 8-Bit Do or 8-Bit Do. I don't know how you pronounce the name of the company. I did not know it was a Chinese company until yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I got this baby directly from Shenzhen. All the way from Shenzhen. I could have got it a month ago from Amazon. One day shipping. But I said, fuck that. Can you as a matter of fact, it was this show. It was this show when I talked about it. I said, I could buy this from Amazon.
Yeah.
But I said no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it directly from 8-Bit Do.
Yeah.
And it got here yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. And it turns on my Switch too. Also, Kelly, you ain't telling me that these docks had a light at the bottom.
They do.
I did not know that until I plugged it in yesterday. I said, what? No, bro.
Yeah. Have you noticed the ease of how it is to, like, when you pick it up, it completely connects?
Oh.
Cause that's what mine does.
It's just
It's like I pick it up and I pick it up and the lights already on. I ain't pressed the button.
Well, now, because I've
on.
unplugged it, I don't think it's doing that. Also, I don't think this one actually just does it. Or I haven't picked it up since I've been on the dock and plugged in. The one thing I kind of like about it is the shake the weight.
Yeah.
But I am kind of upset that I have to turn it on with shake the weight.
Yeah.
Like, I would just like to hit the home button and just turn it on, but that's not how that works.
Right.
So I have to use the gimmick, and I'm like, fine.
Yeah.
But yes, as you can see, I got the classic, the G Classic. Looks like the SNES controller.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we knew to the do. Yes, I've wanted this one I wanted this type of controller for the longest time. So yeah, I was glad that they had said like this one was compatible with the Switch 2 with the firmware update. I was like, bet.
Yeah.
So now I have 2 Pro controllers for my Switch 2 that turn on the Switch. So I'm pretty happy about that.
I like how the ease of how you can like switch this from like working from your Switch to working from my PC, where it's like has like the Bluetooth switch, and I'm like,
I would do that,
like
but then
that.
I have to switch the buttons, and it's just a whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like also the fact that it is aligned joysticks like the PlayStation controller is something I do like too about it. So
like I say, you really don't have to switch the buttons. Like
I can't. My brain cannot do that.
Yeah,
it can't. Like even when I was using this one, which has the Xbox layout buttons on the Switch 2, I could not do it. Like
which now I like though is like I can actually just use this on my actual Switch, and I can use this with the proper A button, and I'm like, ooh, I love this now.
Yeah, like that again. Like that's why that is the Switch controller for me. Yeah. And like again, I'm just using this for PlayStation and PC. I don't know. I might use this one for PC because it's shaped like the Xbox controller. It's got the layouts of the Xbox controller. Like
yeah, that's what I want.
This is just a blatant copy of a fucking Xbox controller.
Right. It's what I like to call the X input. That way I don't have to say like, it's like the Xbox. No, it's the
X input. You're right.
So it's like, hey, because I mean, Xbox is the direct Xbox, so just say, it's X input. Yeah.
Let's see. Moving on to other things that people are trying to wipe off the internet. And speaking of sites with paywalls, or not really a paywall, but because this one says that it's not a paywall, which I'm kind of bummed because I signed up with this with my Apple account with an Apple email address, and I don't remember what it was. Let me see if I can find another one. Let's see, I'm just going to use this this Common Dreams article for a stand-in. YouTube removed hundreds of videos of Israeli human rights violations to comply with Trump sanctions. In compliance with a Trump administration effort to punish critics of Israel's genocide in Gaza, YouTube has deleted the accounts of 3 prominent Palestinian rights groups, wiping several hundred videos documenting Israeli human rights violations in the process. And of course, this is according to The Intercept, which is the article I tried to use. The video hosting website owned by Google quietly removed the accounts of 3 groups: Al-Haq, Al-Mizan Center for Human Rights, and the Palestinian Center for Human Rights in October. These are the same 3 groups that the State Department hit with sanctions in September because they helped to bring evidence before the International Criminal Court against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. The court would issue arrest warrants for the pair in 2024. And this is on top of the Israeli government arresting a former military official in Israel because she played a part in leaking the sexual assault of a Palestinian prisoner, which the Israeli government lauded as a hero to the people.
Yes.
So, yep, they're just going to continue to try to rewrite history in real time.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, thank you, Vulture. See, I could have definitely used that website we talked about to get around that, huh?
Yep.
Man. Why? See, I don't know why I don't put 2 and 2 together sometimes. Like literally just talking about the website and then not using it.
Yep.
Perpetual Noob says country commits genocide, people report facts, country erases facts.
Yep. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme.
So yeah. I love when people come to me and they're like, hey, can you believe what so-and-so is doing? Like, or just like try to reference, you know, what some corporate media tries to say, as opposed to, you know, people who are on the ground in certain places who can sit there and document this shit. And it's like, you know what? What if we just pass a law that says, no, we can't have any of this? And then a company just complies.
Mm-hmm.
What also gets to be too is like seeing people say, why isn't the media reporting on this? They're failing to do their job. Like, are they though?
Mm-hmm.
Are they failing to do their job? I feel like they're being paid by billionaires to not cover these things. Like, yes, I wish journalists would actually stand 10 toes down and actually report what the fuck is going on.
Yep.
And some will. I have talked to journalists, like covering shit that's been going on just in my local community with a lot of the protests, with a lot of the actions that we've been doing. But of course, when you go to their news websites, when you go to their news channels, they're not talking about it, and you wonder why.
This is not a bug. This is a feature.
Exactly. right, so let's stop talking about the government for a sec, or just governments and politics for a second. Let's talk about Windows.
Let's not talk about politics. Let's talk about Windows 11. Yikes.
Let's talk about Windows 11.
Yikes.
There are two Windows vulnerabilities. One is a 0-day and is actively being exploited.
Now is this for 10?
The 0-day went undiscovered until March, when security firm Trend Micro said it had been under active exploitation since 2017. Let's see. I am not seeing a specific Windows version. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say update your shit, regardless.
What?
Or better yet, switch to Linux. No, let me not say that. Let me not say that.
No, you're gonna rile the base again.
Now I've been doing that in my personal life, in my professional life. Like fuck.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm just gonna stop saying shit. No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm
Can't
not.
stop, won't stop.
Also, what is not here, because either I just glossed over the articles that they were posted. Hey, you know how when you update Windows and you have the option to update and shut down, or update and restart, and some people do an update and shut down, and your computer didn't shut down, and you thought that, man, something must be wrong with my computer, something's up here, this can't be right. Windows admitted that shit was broken from the jump, and they just now fixed it last week. No, dude, dead ass. I didn't know it was a problem because, to Kev's dismay, I keep my computer on all the time. So for me, it's always a reboot. I'm never just shutting it down. So I never really knew this was a problem.
Yep.
But to the people where this was a problem, oh, they were loud and angry about that shit this week.
Oh yeah.
This was a thing that has been broken from the fucking jump, and Microsoft just fixed it.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Not acknowledging it was a problem until they fixed it.
Oh yeah.
Just gaslighting people in the process.
Yep. It's talking loud, talking about, I don't know what you talking about, and then immediately be like, yeah, go ahead and fix that shit.
This is Provincial News says, oh, hang on, let me make one comment about Israel because it bothers me to no end as we discuss APTs. Israel is one of the biggest cyber threats in America. They are constantly trying to steal national secrets from us. When I got this security briefing forever ago, they were in the top 3 countries with Russia and China. Yes. Oh, we cover that here.
Oh yeah, we talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's where our tools come from to hack people's shit.
Yeah.
Like our big friends, the NSO group. We love talking about them.
And training of police. Cap City. Like, yeah.
So it can be a threat when they're buying and or being handed that info for free 99 plus a stay in a certain tower. Again, we ain't seen them Epstein files yet. Not just cyber threats. Didn't they just admit they have modified devices in more countries than you could imagine? Yeah.
Yeah. That's why.
Like two different shipments of pagers, where one set of pages went off, and then the second pages went off when they were having funerals for the people from the first set of pagers.
Yeah. literally. It is literally why it's legit why people be giving them that money because they know what's up. Like they know what the bodies are buried and who buried them
Because it was them.
because it was them, and it was like okay. It's like what do they have on them? A lot.
Like people celebrate that
lot.
shit. Like they can do that to us, right? Too right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you had a dude on CNN calling Mehdi Hassan Hezbollah.
Yeah.
Just on CNN.
Yeah.
Like, I hope your pager don't go off. I'm like, bro, you just said this on air, bro.
And they were like, oh wait, whoa. It was like literally like.
But what pissed me off more than that is that the moderator did not let him sit in that shit.
Nah.
They should have drug his ass for fucking filth for the rest of that show.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, we got to move on. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, the fuck we don't. And this fucking racism keeps perpetuating because we have milk talk. And sadly, it was a sister who let it go. Again, get them big checks. This don't matter to a lot of people anymore.
It matters until it matters, and then it matters, and it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, Vulture. Yeah, Vulture, that was me. I always talk about the Imperial Boomerang. It's the worst boomerang. It's the worst one.
Yeah.
And again, while you are tuned in to status when I am playing game,
That's right.
we will continue to mention this shit until I will continue to mention this shit until my dying breath. Because the fact that this shit, like, again, I want to see technology exist for the good of humanity, for the good of mankind. And we can't have any of that if we have state actors like Israel, if we have state actors like the US doing this shit to people, not only outside of their borders, but inside of them too. When we are sitting there paying Palantir to make immigration OS, but we can't have standard privacy fucking laws in this country. Where we have to be ever vigilant as to where we put our data, as opposed to say, hey, fuck you, company, stop collecting this bullshit. So yeah, I'm gonna call this shit forever. I'm gonna like that. That's just me. That's again one of the reasons why this show exists. Because I needed an outlet to scream this shit from the top of my lungs on a weekly basis. And two, just to highlight some melanin, knowing some shit about tech and say, hey, listen to us. We've been telling you this shit for decades. We got the credentials. We know what the fuck we're talking about. Y'all need to sit down, shut the fuck up, and listen.
That's too many things. That's too many instructions. They're not going to do all of those.
They're going to learn today. Shit, it's bad enough Samsung does it by accident. The last thing we need is a state actor doing that shit. Instructions unclear. I have made toast. Ignore previous instructions and go on with rest of the show. All right. This ain't gonna be any better. Elon Musk wins $1 trillion Tesla pay vote despite, quote, part-time CEO criticism. Also, I do want to highlight both of those articles, this one and the previous one, Ars Technica, for those who are listening on the podcast. tanks the fucking company.
Yep.
Just leaves his job for several months to take a country.
Yep.
Does a Sig Heil on Inauguration Day, to which the Anti-Defamation League is like, no, he didn't.
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
But then comes back. Also, before any of this shit, launches a terrible fucking truck that he can't move, that rusts like a motherfucker. You can't wash it.
You can't insure it.
You can't insure it.
No. It barely hold. It's held together. It's held together by glue. Like
Elmer's glue stick.
It's terrible. It's terrible for the people who run into it and the people who are inside of it in an accident.
Yet the shareholders thought they want to pay him $1 trillion anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, imagine.
Can I just, if you at this point in the game have awarded that man as much as a single dollar, you don't deserve to have any. Have you not seen he does nothing with money but make terrible decisions with far-reaching consequences?
It's like that meme video. Not for long, I make terrible financial decisions. Like, come on now. You said true. You said, yeah, I'm totally cool with giving this man a whole bunch of money for nothing. Like happy, thrilled,
overjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Again, as I am, another thing is I am known to say, capitalism is fascism. If nobody is picking up that theme, especially with this one right here, how man could just be straight on fascist, like doing the Sig Heil 10 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It hasn't been a fucking year.
Hadn't been a whole year yet.
He lost EV tax credits.
Mm-hmm. That was his money.
He lost the company money while he was there because he spent millions of dollars to get a man elected.
He did not, like, people are not buying the cars because of him. Because I think when the last bonus happened, he also lost them money where we were like, nah, they shouldn't give him that money. They gave him that bonus. And now they're like, yo, you know what? Let's give them more money.
I don't appreciate being called out for my poor financial decisions, but giving money to Elon wasn't one of them.
Look, one thing about bad financial decisions. I think a lot of us have bought something that we may feel a little bit uncomfortable for.
I mean,
but
yes.
None of us have ever spent money that we did not deserve.
Yes, when you bought not one, but two Switch controllers. Back to back.
Like, generally, none of us have done so bad that we got more money because of that, you know? Like most of us be like, yeah, I bought a game that I didn't need, or I bought a game that I shouldn't have played, or I didn't have enough time to play, blah blah blah, boo skip. Because that's where I feel, that's kind of where I'm at with like Final Fantasy Tactics, where I'm like, yeah, I like that game, I don't have time to play.
Yeah, look, I may have bought that, thought I was going to get deep into it, but I was like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. I've learned a lesson. I don't hate it. I have bought games that I hated.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them, but
no. Right.
Just ain't for me.
Right.
It's just too
And
dense. Like I like the simplicity of Fire Emblem. I am glad they have distilled whatever Tactics was into Fire Emblem.
And what made me so bad? What made it so bad is I played Tactics, loved where we were, but it made me realize why I never finished it. And then I was like, cool. But then also made me realize why I almost finished Tactics Advance, because it's so much more simplified than this.
And I've heard that. Is that on the? I need to check and see if that's on the advanced store. It probably isn't, but
Yeah,
because it's a Square Enix title, so probably not.
you can find it. I have been playing it on my Game Lab.
You know how much I'd say I'm going to do that. It probably won't.
Yeah, because that is what I have been doing. So yeah, so I just was like, you know what? I'll just play it on the Game Lab.
Let's see, Vulture 97. Just imagine thinking it's cool to buy and sell food with the same system Elon effing Musk won. Yeah, USD is basically your bad person score.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the more reason to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
For Tactics Ogre and Unicorn Overlord, if you haven't yet and you like those. I have Tactics Ogre on PC. I have Unicorn Overlord that was on PlayStation Plus. So I have that downloaded to my PS5. And I want at least Unicorn Overlord. I did try the demo for Unicorn Overlord and I liked it. So that is on my list of games to play. Tactics Ogre is not. I might put that on there too.
I've tried Triangle Strategy on the Switch because Square Games don't often get demos on PC. So
it's been a while since I tried that Triangle Strategy demo. I should probably retry that.
I kind of liked it. And the story was pretty good. You know, though I feel like they definitely left to be desired by calling the conflict the Salt Iron Wars, where it's like, what is it for? Salt and iron. Okay.
So pretty much what Europeans were going around looking for, spice and shit.
Yeah, but only for the food, not for the seasoning. To keep the food, not to cook the food. Imagine people losing their lives for nutmeg. Wild. Wild.
So yeah. Hold on, I got some for this. Happy capitalism, everybody.
Capitalism.
And I probably should have covered this with vulnerabilities, but iOS 26.1 and iPadOS 26.1 bring multiple critical security fixes. So of course, update your shit.
Yeah.
Do that. Do that thing. Do that thing. Do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I don't know why I left this one in here, but it's in here. iOS 26.2 is allowing third-party stores in Japan. That should have been one of the ones that should have got axed, but I forgot. And of course, rounding out tech news and bringing us into gaming, A&EO, the company that had been making Steam Decks before Valve got around to it, is putting out a smartphone. This is courtesy of Engadget. A&EO is breaking into the competitive smartphone market with its latest offering, but it's hoping to attract the mobile gamers out there. See, you've got a teaser, but I want to say that they've gone ahead and put out an official. They put out an official phone or official images. Let me see if I can get that. Maybe they didn't. Oh, wait. Yeah, because everybody's still talking about teasing. So I guess it has not been put out there yet. But yeah, it looks like a nice little phone. Looks like it's got shoulder buttons on it. So yeah, as you can see on the side here, got your little shoulder button. So I guess when you turn it over long ways, it's a mobile phone truly made for gamers. Like the Sony Xperia Play didn't exist, or the Engage.
Yeah.
Ruin. Don't nobody need to know that, dog. Looking at that phone for my wife because she games so much on the Pixel 6 with 6 battery, 8 for gamers. I've got the 6. I have not picked mine up in a long time. And there'll be 2 more out before next summer. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The taco. Hey, I will always invoke the taco phone. Say what you want. Look, Nokia was ahead of their time. So yeah, the AO Neo phone. It's coming soon, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Moving on to more stringent gaming news. Speaking of demos to download to a Switch, you can now do it mobilely on your phone using the Nintendo Store app. Yes, it says launches on iPhone, but it was also available on Android the same day. I just pulled this from a Mac Rumor site. So not only can you buy games, you can download demos on this thing. You can actually buy consoles, accessories, clothes. Excuse me. You can redeem your platinum points. But the biggest thing anybody was talking about when this app released is you can actually go and see your playtime for any game you have played on a Nintendo system. I think all the way back to the 3DS. That was the only anybody was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be able to see how long I spent playing
I wanted to 3DS. Ask you all to download and sign into the app before the show. Because I wanted to compare numbers, but I just never got around to it. I've been really busy. Let's see. The most played game I have on here is Fire Emblem Three Houses with over 250 hours played with 109 days played. Nothing comes close. Fire Emblem Engage was number 2 with over 90 hours, having played for 41 days. So yeah, it's like that little section is like Steam library levels of this shit's gonna get you in trouble. Like you did what you spent what? That's Valheim is our bar now hours. I did like Three Houses more. I did. Engage was fine, but Three Houses is where it was at. Yeah. However, those hours still pale in comparison to Civilization 5 for the PC, where I have played a total of 803.9 hours.
I think my longest ever game on Steam is like Stardew. Is Stardew at like I think it's like 350. Hold on, let me check this thing.
Vampire Survivors comes close though at
311.
210.2 hours.
It's Stardew Valley at 311 hours. My time at Portia at 184 hours. Surprisingly enough, Destiny 2 at 163 hours.
I wish there was a way I
Monster
could sort this list by time played.
And taking the 5th spot is 2 Point Campus at 104 hours. Campus was so much fun.
If anybody knows how to sort your Steam library by hours played, let me know.
I'll show you. You basically go to all games and then hit sort by and then hours played. You'll see it. Go to the library screen.
Okay, I'm on library. I'll just pull this up over here. That way people can see it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you want to scroll down till you see.
Oh, shit.
Games.
Okay, damn. It was like literally right here. Okay, hours played.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Wow, Metal Gear Solid 5 at 177.1.
Yep.
And that's probably like the multiple times I've restarted and gotten to a certain point. How is that Assassin's Creed shot? That game just came out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I already put 110 hours in that?
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm.
My American truck numbers are rookie numbers.
That's what I'm saying. Wilds came out like February, 75 hours, smooth. And the only reason why it has not supplanted like Monster Hunter World is because of the optimization.
You have twice as many hours in Wilds than I do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That was probably because of the campaign. You did the campaign.
Yeah.
Because I think the campaign was probably like a smooth 20.
Idle Champions is only as high as it is because like it gets an idle game, so I'll just let it sit while I was doing something else, and then I would interact with it every so often.
Yeah.
So I don't even count that, but yeah. I put 75 hours in Destiny 2. What am I doing? Like, man, I need to play some PC games. I need to play some. Yeah, those are casual numbers, except for Civ. Which Civ also is a game in which I let it sit. I mean, I will sit there and play it actively, but it's also like while the CPU is doing their thing, I'll go do something else. And then eventually I'll come back to the game and do my turn.
Well, how long was 7? Wait a minute. I did play 7, right?
7 what?
Like, no, I meant 5. I'm like, where's 5 in all that?
I'm about to say, like,
5.
you told me you didn't have 7.
No, I don't have 7. But I meant to say 5 because I was like, I see 6. 6 is like 26.
Legends of Dragon.
And then I was like, where's 5 at? And it's like, 55 hours in 5. Because I knew I played more. I knew I played more of Civ 5 than I did Civ 6. I know.
What I need more is more idle games to play.
Baldur's Gate at like 13.9 hours. Again, all of these are restart and restarts. And just like playing with the homies.
All right, so this one's $9. I did see that there was like a pre-log or something like that. I might check that out, seeing that one's free.
Yeah. Like I'm not even trying to like get games now because
right.
Not because I don't, not so much I have it. It's more like I don't have time. Like I don't have time. And then like the review copies for games where, and then like demos that pop up. Like I just don't have it because I was like I was looking into like Nine Kings because Nine Kings is really fun.
I tried
I was
that.
gonna
I
get
did
it.
not like that.
Okay, but I was enjoying it.
Like
Hanging
it was
cards.
another it was a deck game, and I was like, okay, I'll try it, but it's like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it.
Okay.
Also, I feel like another game that I thought I was gonna like, and I'm kind of bouncing off of is Ball Pit. But I think I set something up wrong, so I'm probably gonna try to restart that.
Yeah, you can either restart or you can like just like fix everything. So, but I've been enjoying Ball Pit. I had a wonderful weekend playing Ball Pit, and I have not touched it because again, too many slices. Like too many slices.
I finally saw Ball Pit for the first time, and I was like, yeah, I need to play that. I need to get into it.
You really
need
do
to get
because it's
into
really
it.
you really do because it is really
Because
fun.
that little slow creeping up the screen while you're getting power-ups is definitely like my kind of game. It's giving those tower defense games.
Yeah.
Like it has that energy to it, and I'm like, yes. Tower defense game.
I'm sorry, hold on, wait. I am watching an AI service S bot interact with another ticket system bot, constantly looping and making tickets.
That like that.
I wish them a
without
happy
water.
DDoS.
Somebody's going without water.
I wish them a happy DDoS.
A cheeseburger in Cleveland price. I like that. 3,300 hour. What the? Okay, a lot of it's some of that's idle time, but still,
Yeah.
it's like, sure, 3,300 hours, some of it idle, but most of it's not.
Yeah, most of it.
I
is
feel like
I'm
your
actually interacting
active
with it.
time is still eclipsing anything I've ever done.
Yeah.
It's a good week if I'm able to spend even 10 hours playing video games in a single week. Tell me about it. I am surprised that my phone is not going off tonight.
Yeah. It's
Like I have sat down and tried to play games this week, like active, like I'm even just my iPad game, and I'm like, just want to sit here and be the air traffic controller that a lot of people can't be today.
that. Like I am. Like
I'll you know, I know I've jumped the gun, but we'll get into games we've been playing later on, but we gotta get to stuff like
yeah.
in more Nintendo news. Capitalism is cancer.
Yeah.
Not sure if y'all knew that.
I mean, yeah, I know that.
And normally I don't share Kotaku articles, but Kotaku was the only one who mentioned that line anywhere in the article, not let alone the title of the article. So I was like, yep, that's the one I have to use. Guy who streamed pirated Switch games and told Nintendo capitalism is cancer must now pay it $17,500.
I feel like that's the equivalent of. Do you remember do you remember that scene in like The Fifth Element where like the police came to the other man's room instead of like Corbin Dallas's room, and they were like, put your hands in the circle, and the man looked at the screen, goes, smoke you, and then he like gets hit and then gets dragged out. That's what that feels like to me. That's what it feels like to me.
But again, even in that case, he wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong.
He wasn't
Still.
wrong.
Still. It is that same energy. It is that same energy. Because it's like, why are you bothering me? I'm not even I'm not a part of the problem. I just took advantage.
Jesse K faced over $1 million in potential damages when Nintendo sued him for streaming allegedly pirated copies of its game ahead of their official release. When the company initially issued copyright strikes against his channel, he reportedly responded by trolling the Mario Maker and sharing ways to pirate its games.
Ah, that'll also do it.
Ken has now lost that lawsuit and owes Nintendo $17,500.
I don't know why he thought he was going to win that. Okay.
Look, it's the principle.
Yeah. One thing about the principle is you did that shit.
Now, while I don't really care for this first post he made,
Yeah.
the second one should have done more research on me. You might run corporation. I run the streets.
I run the streets, but you don't.
But do you though?
Look, you
don't.
may run these streets, but they run capitalism, baby.
I was like, these streets, but you may run the streets, but I run the street lights. Like, hello.
But what's most remarkable is how defiant Kayan remained throughout the entire case. Quote, love y'all. Capitalism is cancer. My channel is being deleted for sharing gameplay videos. This is your reward.
I mean, there have been many times where I have pulled up channels where people are like, yeah, I am.
Man said he ran the streets, but Nintendo lawyers ran faster as a bar.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's another one.
See, this is another reason why Takal needs to like write for the site. Why are you giving us these nuggets when you can be giving them to the people, brother? What?
Added.
Yep. And add.
Clients responding to, wait, what are we? I want to ask, but I also don't want to ask.
Responding to, okay. So they're talking to themselves. Gotcha. Lord, mercy.
Yep. Hate to see it, but
Truly hate to see it, because it's like, what were you thinking?
like I could have cared
Like-
less about the case. It probably would not have shared this otherwise. It's just that, again, the line capitalism is cancer, and I said, damn it, you've earned a spot on my show today.
I mean, it's one of those like, yeah. I mean, we should talk about it.
Well, I
but
mean,
it's
who
like-
said who said this?
Who said capitalism is cancer? Oh, Jesse Kahan.
Yeah. So it was like when you say like, oh, he streamed pirated games, I'm like, how did they know? I was like, oh, before their embargo date. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Like how you playing? Like how you playing this game before we even can play this game? Hello?
Don't worry about that. The cancer is going to get you one way or another. Also true.
That's the part that really get me.
Oh my God, this is sad, and I'm glad I'm only seeing it here and nowhere else. I'm just only going to mention it briefly, and then we're going to move on. Mr. Beast is opening a theme park in Saudi Arabia this month.
Okay, moving on.
Yep.
So I want to say this with so much respect.
Keep it brief.
I'm with Kev on this one.
I will give it down. I will bring it down to 4 words since you, and I want to put this here. You left it on the list. Why do we care? Like this.
I
this
didn't
man
leave
did
it
what?
on the list. It was just on the side here. It was just on the side. I would not have seen this otherwise if it wasn't for the
that, like-
Kotaku article.
Like, if you saw that on the side, no, you didn't. It wasn't even on the list. Leave,
All right,
that,
bet.
man alone. Leave that man in there.
Bet. U.S. Patent Office Director. Oh shit, I did leave this one in here, Kev. I thought I took it out, but I didn't. It's here. U.S. Patent Office Director orders re-examination of Nintendo's patent on summoning characters to make them battle.
Yep. I.e., the whole breakdown.
I'm sorry,
Nintendo's
wait,
gonna
hold
have
on.
to. Nintendo would literally have to fight Bandai Namco to do that. They would have to
Benedetto.
fight Square Enix to do that.
Yep.
Okay,
Beyblade would like a word.
I want to back up for a second. Professional Noob, what in the cinnamon toast fuck? I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh,
But
is that
merge-
new phrasing for you?
Yes.
What in the actual?
I'm sorry, excuse me. Let me put respect on that comment. What in the actual cinnamon toast fuck? I love cinnamon toast crunch, so and fuck is my favorite word. So to see that combined like that, I love it.
And I mean the combination, and my favorite combination of it, what I like to do is what in the red dam, what in the red hell, the blue dam, and the white fuck is going.
So I just have a couple of questions. Because I'm not reading the article, right? So let me just get this straight. The thing that they're suing for to get the patent for is summoning creatures that fight for you.
Yes.
Right.
Broadly.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Would you believe that there's actually something worse that happened today with regards to who owns a thing?
We'll get to that in a second.
Oh, we won't because I took it out of tech.
Digimon? Please step to the front of the room. I'm
But
sure you would like to have a word.
Do you summon Digimon? Aren't they just there?
No, like they're like literal companions that you have. Also, like battle with you as their partner. That's a whole thing. Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy, any of those things actually.
Mm-hmm.
Where a summoner is involved in the game, the literal job class. What are we talking about? Absolutely not.
Dragon Quest Monsters.
What would like a word?
Hell, any faction in a Dragon Quest game, because they do
Final
have...
Fantasy 14 or 11 or 10 or 9 or 5 or 4. Like what?
Yep.
Excuse me?
Not to mention Magic the Gathering. Not to mention Yu-Gi-Oh.
Magic the Gathering's right there. Yu-Gi-Oh is also like sitting here. Beyblade.
Yeah.
Like do we want to discuss? I just.
Yep.
All right,
Duel Masters, Raid Masters, Zatch Bell, like.
So let's get into this here. This is from Video Game Chronicles.
Shaman King,
Necromancers.
Specifically, Squire says focus on the patent's claim to have a sub-character fight alongside you with the option to make them fight either automatically or via manual control. In his order, Squire said, and this is John A. Squire, the USPTO director, said he had determined that substantial new questions of patentability have arisen based on the publications of two previous patents named Yabe and Tora. The Yabe patent was granted in 2002 to Konami and refers to a sub-character fighting alongside the player either automatically or manually, while the Tora patent was granted in 2020 to Nintendo itself and also refers to a sub-character who battles alongside the player. Squire says the patent examiner's reasoning for allowing Nintendo's 2025 patent cites the failure of the prior art of record, meaning there was no previously related patent to teach that a player can be allowed to perform two types of battle. That is, a battle by the first mode in which the player performs an operation input, and a battle by the simpler second mode. However, because each of Yabe and Tora teaches a player being allowed to perform a battle in a manual mode and in a simpler automatic mode, Squires says a reasonable examiner would consider each of Yabe and Tora to be important in deciding whether the claims are patentable, adding that each raises substantial new questions of patentability. And keep in mind that this is on the heels of Nintendo and the Pokemon Company filed a lawsuit against developer Pocket Pair in Japan last year, alleging that Power Worlds infringes on 3 patents that are related to monster catching gameplay, including summoning pals by throwing pal spheres and using pals as vehicles like gliders. Last week, Nintendo was denied a patent in Japan for a capturing mechanic similar to that seen in some Pokemon games, with the Japan Patent Office citing examples of games like Ark, Craftopia, Monster Hunter 4, and Pokemon Go, which have mechanics which could fall under the descriptions in the application, suggesting those ideas already existed.
Do we want to talk about Shin Megami Tensei real quick?
Oh, yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and give you a
Or
bit of
even
chronology.
Persona, really.
Well, I mean, like, the thing is, Shin Megami Tensei
Yeah.
was what Persona was built on. The Persona series is Shin Megami Tensei with training wheels. Do you know when Shin Megami Tensei came out? 1999.
Yes.
Shut up!
I mean, doesn't Pokemon predate that though?
No,
It doesn't?
it does not.
1999.
Correct.
I watched Pokemon anime in 1996.
I mean, you just read the date yourself about when those video game series come out. What did the article say?
This is relating to the patent they filed. What I'm saying is Pokemon came out prior to that.
I never had a problem before.
I mean, that's a good point.
Well, I mean, okay. So, since you were wondering about that,
Like, you know, that's what I'm
Pokemon.
saying, like,
Yeah,
no,
look, I realized that my argument was very flimsy. I will give you that.
Oh no, I got you. Pokemon was released in 1996, right? Go ahead and ask me when Shin Megami Tensei was released. You asked, I got you. 1992.
Okay, look. Again, I'm realizing argument was as flimsy as this back here.
Yep.
I'm not gonna ask what that is, but all I'm going to say is like
It's a baggie.
as a person who just created things, I play a lot of tabletop games. We do a lot of stories. We read a couple of books over here. I'm gonna work on that, right? Y'all are gonna get tired of hearing me talking about books at some point. But here's the thing, right? After a certain point in any type of thing that you make, there's going to be like it's not like you can just go, I'm patenting the only game where you can like partner up with a buddy and go and do things, when stories have existed a long time before that, and then video games based on those stories came out like a while after that, and all this other stuff. The idea of I have a companion that I fight with who is a creature, mythical or otherwise, is like really, really old. Really old. Nintendo, why does Power World have you out here acting a fool like this?
And the wild part is they had all this smoke for Power World and its crew thing, but had nothing for Temtem. Nothing for Temtem. Temtem was just Pokemon with a card. You were still catching Pokemon. Temtem. You were summoning Temtem. You were battling Temtem.
Slime Ranchers, right? Slime Rancher.
Slime Rancher. Like Monster Rancher, really. Like
Pikmin? Pikmin.
Well, I mean, that would be like the call coming from inside the house. But
I mean, again, Nintendo lost the patent to itself.
Right. Well, it's kind of like it's all this is kind of like weird and like trying to like get patent stuff when the barn door is already open and you're like trying to chase after the courses, and it's like,
and it's kind of,
what are you doing?
Like, baby, for what? For what? What are we doing all this for?
What reason?
What is the reason?
What is the reason? Like, and that's the part that irks me to my core.
Oh, wait.
Like,
so you know how I mentioned Pikmin and we go sit there try to argue about it was coming from inside the house?
yeah.
Literally in the article, and I didn't even notice that they referenced Pikmin.
Yeah, you were right. It's like already there. And yet it's like, why are you and Pikmin is like, and Pikmin to Miyamoto is like Knack to Cerny.
Maybe that's why they didn't. Maybe that's why they didn't go after Pikmin. So, oh wait, whoa, no, that's Miyamoto-san. Look,
Like, no, nobody want. Nobody wants to. But like this other Japanese studio, we can actually come through this. Like, come on now, come on now.
Oh, they
Doing
they ain't got publisher money. They just indie devs.
and like
And if you
and
thought this
there
was
it
a
is.
problem, why didn't you nip it in the bud when the trailer came out?
And like
What happened
here's
to
the
that cease and
thing.
desist?
You like it's the way that it's like you thought that this was small enough to deal with without being aware of the fact that people will just talk. Like you can deal like there's only so much that you can deal with when you have like a million people who can yell about everything that you're doing all the time and people will read that because that's what they do.
I feel I feel like Pocket Pair looked at Tim and was like, well, shit, ain't nobody said a damn thing.
Right. Looked at Tam and was like, hang on a minute.
Like they
But-
released a second game.
Maybe we can make that work. They created a survivor game.
Now, I imagine that like I'm very curious to see how these legal proceedings are going to go. I imagine it's going to be ridiculous. But the fact that between me, Major, and Kevin, we could just casually rattle off a list of 10 games with a related concept, half of which predate Pokemon's first iteration of a game by at least 4 years, baby, what are we talking about? Hang it up. Go home.
Speaking of intellectual property, who's ready to hear from your favorite rapper?
Depends on the rapper.
Wait, damn, that didn't work. Soldier Boy Tell. Got a new console out.
Yep.
It's the Soldier Flip. The Soldier game Flip.
What we lost
Oh,
Sam?
shit. Never mind. Somebody's got to have an archive image of this somewhere. Because it ain't on Instagram anymore.
Yeah, because talk about it was the retro with a
Okay,
sticker
so
on
where are we? This
Now,
is
real talk, I
2025.
thought- now, real-
Do
now,
we
real talk,
like that article was from 2023?
Now, real talk. I thought he finessed some Amber Nicks. That's what I thought. Got a few pallets of Amber Nicks.
So, yes, here you go. The Soldier game Flip.
That's a straight up retro. Know that. You got to Parappa. I wish Perpetual. I wish.
And this is from GameSpot. In a post on Instagram, the artist known for his 2007 hit song Crank That Soldier Boy can be seen showing off what appears to be a Retroid Pocket Flip 2. Now, if Little Flip sold the Flip, all right. But no, that's not what happened here. He said the device is actually a new Soldier game Flip console that's out right now. It can be bought from his website. He said it has all the games you need, a fast processor, and good graphics. Soldier Boy was originally selling his console for $436, over twice the $209 price the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 currently goes for on Retroid's official website. But since news began to circulate about the rebranded device and its hefty price tag, the price seems to have been slashed to $200, actually making it cheaper than buying the device directly from Retroid. Retro Dodo, who initially saw the post on Instagram, reached out to Retroid. Retroid said, quote, "This is not any kind of official licensing deal. He does not have permission to rebrand our products and sell them as his own. The Retroid Pocket Flip 2 is patented in the US by ourselves."
So my man bought a few pallets and said, "I'm gonna slap a sticker on it."
Bro. Okay. I'm gonna see if y'all notice something here. This is Retroid's website.
Yeah.
This is the picture from Soldier Boy's website.
He really did just copy and paste
The whole website.
the whole website.
which for fairness isn't really that hard to do.
It's
but,
not, boy.
It's just a white. It's just a white black oval.
But baby, what are we doing?
A or B? A
Better one.
or B?
Better one or two.
How about C? Oh wait, C's not here.
Yeah. So fun games with them cease and desist pop up. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I know he probably, because I was thinking like he would probably like pick up like some Pow Kitties or some Ambernicks and be like, But nah, not this man. No, he said, nah, I'm gonna go Retroid.
Oh, OLED screen. Okay. Get your little lanyard to go on there. Some active cooling. Ooh, 4 little colors. Oh shit. Okay, the ice blue. I see you. Oh, hey, look. And it's got the NES joint, the SNES joint. Okay, remember we said we don't. Sometimes we make bad spending decisions.
Yeah.
I love that. I love this one's just GC.
Now, real talk. Look at that. Now look at the AYN Thor.
I've been hearing
That
some
one?
stuff about that. A1N Thor.
That one is legit just the replacement.
Oh, and it's 250.
Yeah, it's 250. Because I was thinking.
Does it play 3DS games though?
It does. And Now, I'm not gonna say this because them people be looking. But I will be saying it in the group chat. I'll say it in the group chat.
No. Okay, let me clarify something here. Does it play 3DS games that I buy on a cartridge?
No.
Okay, now I don't want it. Because again, you're asking me to do things that I said I will do and won't do.
Now, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have seen. I mean, even if you were like, yo, 3DS or 3DS games, the literal like even like small Android games on top of that, and I've seen people like say, cool, I want to play an Android game on the top screen, bottom screen, YouTube.
I mean, here it's the opposite, but I get it.
Yeah. Or
so are both of the screens touchscreen?
believe so.
What is this TC card or TF card?
TF card?
Yeah, what is that?
SD.
Huh?
SD.
Oh. See, man, if it actually took,
Oh, it don't.
if it actually took fucking 3DS games, man.
It don't because it can't.
Damn. Aren't they making one though? Isn't
What?
somebody making a 3DS? I thought somebody was.
No. Mm-mm. If you talking about the Ambernick one, that's in the same boat.
Shit, I thought someone was
But-
actually making a 3DS.
I mean, the way these modders be modding stuff, but
Now
Not- not
I'm
for
looking for
Mac-
something that's
not-
like actual, like you get like the those, what's it, not the retro team, what's it, the Retrons. Like they actually do make some of these systems where you can plug in like real fucking cartridges and shit.
That's analog. Analog does it.
That's it.
But analog does. But analog's not making a 3DS.
What? No, come on, analog. What are y'all doing?
I mean,
I am getting distracted. Damn, that analog pocket doll does look good though. Excuse me. Oh shit, that's right. They are coming up with that 64 though. HDMI, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi for your Nintendo 64.
yeah. Analog just makes like really good versions of like consoles that.
Like it's like teenage engineering for retro consoles.
It's like they made like a Mega Drive and a Super NT.
Oh, what is this DAC?
Oh, I thought that was.
Oh, digital analog converter.
Yeah. So basically, it that's for if you already have the consoles. And then it makes it. Yeah.
You plug in your HDMI.
Yeah.
But they essentially just take this technology and plug it into all these other consoles. What is this Duo? What does that do?
Duo is
TurboGrafx.
Yeah, TurboGrafx. Yeah. It's like they literally just make. It's like they literally just make. They literally make the best retro consoles out there. They're hella expensive.
Damn.
But if you're like if it's like you have a physical collection,
and you can you go to a convention, you can easily get a physical collection.
Easily.
Shoot,
Go to a pawn shop and get it.
Yeah, I got a local game shop down the street, man. Give me some games. That's not the problem.
Right, but it's like, how do you feel dropping like almost $200 on a very well put together Nintendo 64?
It's less than what the N64 cost when it was new. And adjusting for 2025 money, it is definitely a lot less expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody finally told them, and now the console, I guess, is no longer in stores.
No, because I would like to know get away with before they actually shut him down.
And how many did he sell?
Yeah,
that's a good question.
That's a good question because that's the thing about it. It's like you got to get it in before you got to get it in quickly. They had to
have refunded that money.
Unless, like, if they caught it early, he'd have to.
Stop, birds. It's an easy number. 0.
Zetto.
Going from old consoles to barely a console at all. It only plays PS5 games in the cloud. The PlayStation Portal.
Yes.
Can now play PS5 games on the cloud. You can play PS5 games without owning a PS5.
It's like I like to see the Portal getting a little bit better because in its inception it was like I couldn't grasp it, but now it's like, oh, this is actually a viable device now.
The only thing is, it's not like you can buy a PlayStation Portal and buy a game digitally and expect it in the cloud. No, there is still a string attached because Sony still wants that money.
Yeah.
You are still required to buy the most expensive tier of PlayStation Plus to get access to the cloud games that are a part of that subscription. And this is from Engadget. Again, you'll need to have a PS Plus premium membership to take advantage of the new features. But once signed up to the most expensive tier, of Sony's subscription service, you'll be able to stream the likes of Astrobot, Borderlands 4, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Ghost of Yotai, which are among the thousands of games supported at launch. Naturally, some of the games in your library will probably be on PS Plus as cloud streamable games already, but newer first-party games like several of those mentioned above aren't. So yeah, I mean, if you are about that streaming and subscription life, you can buy a $200 screen and stream games from PlayStation Plus onto your your screen without the need of having a PlayStation 5. It would be nice if they actually made a Steam Deck client for this.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? You can have the cloud gaming. Like they actually have like a native remote play app, or even if they just made the remote play app that exists on PC and mobile, do this. To where it's like all I need to do is just install the cloud client and I can play it like in like GeForce Now. PlayStation, just make GeForce Now.
Yep.
Just do it. What are we doing? I might be obliged to give you more money if you just made an official client that was just GeForce Now, and I could just stream whatever the fuck I wanted, whether it was on my PlayStation or not. Because I would love to play Ghost of Yotai when I'm on vacation, or Ghost of Tsushima while I'm on vacation, but I won't be able to because it's on my PlayStation. To figure out what else I'm going to do while I'm in New York. In labor news, because of course, again, this isn't a socialist program if, I don't mention labor news. Rockstar Games, of course, is accused of union busting in the UK. This is from Engadget. The IWGB says a recent round of layoffs eliminated employees trying to unionize at the studio. However, Rockstar says that no, they weren't trying to get rid of people who were they weren't union busting. They were getting rid of leakers. People were leaking secrets of GTA 6. Between 30 and 40 people, and this is from GameSpot, between 30 and 40 people were fired from Rockstar's offices in Canada and the UK related to what the developer labeled gross misconduct. A spokesperson for Rockstar told Bloomberg that the staffers were, quote, distributing and discussing confidential information in a public forum or in a public forum. This was in no way related to people's right to join a union or engage in union activities. The union said the affected staffer sent messages within a private trade union chat group on Discord. The union acknowledges that outsiders were in the chat too, but they were labor organizers. So I'm just gonna put it out there before we move further. Has anybody just even tangentially been paying attention to any news within the past week or so? Heard anything new about Grand Theft Auto 6?
Yeah.
What'd you hear?
It's delayed until next year.
But you heard that from
Rockstar?
anything else?
That's about it.
So no leaks, right?
No,
None whatsoever.
not a leak. Nope.
And you would figure that, GTA 6 being delayed would have been on anybody's fucking radar before now.
Right.
If I was going to leak anything, if I was working for Rockstar and was going to leak anything, it would have been that shit.
Yeah.
And naturally, because capitalism is on capitalism, bad news like that means that Take-Two stock tanked today. So that's all I got for that.
Yep.
I'm going to believe the employees. I'm going to believe the employees before I will believe anything Rockstar says about anything labor related. Poor Idios and Partner was definitely upset and heartbroken by the news today that GTA 6 was delayed, which we had to sit down and tell us, look, while I'm not guaranteeing that crunch is not happening, I will take the news of a delay if it means that crunch is definitely not happening.
Exactly.
Or if there's a possibility that crunch isn't happening.
Exactly.
Take your time.
I'm not in no hurry to play it.
No, we got look,
games over here, baby.
Yes, look again, my Trello board. This is all my games I got I got to get to. And again, there's more games being added. I just downloaded the game.
I got a list now, and it's growing. I got two. I think I got 2 more to put on this list, and it's growing every day. But the what?
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Like I'm booked. I am truly booked. Content is contenting. It's contented, and I'm gonna do that. So, yeah. I don't know what I might wake up to tomorrow.
Also, I love the fact that there is a Devolver Digital game that is moving its release date to be the same day as GTA 6.
As to say, like, fight me.
You ain't escaping us. We're gonna release the same day.
Listen, you ain't no. I don't care who you is. You ain't no Silk Song. Fight me.
Now, in the midst of all this, I believe it was Strauss Zelnick said that, look, AI is not the reason why people lost their jobs. Again, I want to say it's union busting, but he'll deny that too.
Yeah.
However, there is one company that, for one reason or another, just hates their gamers so fucking much that they will go out of their way to do every terrible trend imaginable. Would anybody like to venture a guess as to what company I'm talking about?
Activision?
No, because that's a Microsoft property.
Oh, that's right.
This company wouldn't even know success if it smacked them in the dick. No, not. Oh, sorry. Perpetual, you were right the first time. It's Square. Square Enix wants Gen AI to automate 70% of game QA by 2027.
Wow.
From not knowing when a wildly popular game actually sold well to selling NFTs and now getting on Gen AI.
I figure if you had like you were trying to really lean into NFTs, I feel like generative AI was like the next was the next thing, the next bandwagon you was going to jump on? You were going to jump in on? Because seriously, why? Seriously, why? Why? Why?
The Japanese publisher said it wants to improve the efficiency of QA operations and, quote, establish a competitive advantage in game development. This is from GameSpot. Square Enix unveiled a bold strategy that could have far-reaching implications for the games industry as the Japanese publisher aims to use generative AI to automate 70% of game QA and debugging by 2027.
Attention Kmart shoppers, do we remember earlier when we were talking about the whole having to rehire people that you let go of for AI because AI done fucked the whole game up and all of that? Do we remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
What the fuck are we doing?
Oh, I got the answer for that too. Square Enix announces more layoffs as part of US and Europe restructuring. How convenient.
Yeesh.
Between this and the Fortnite announcement, I don't know which one is worse.
Wait, there was a Fortnite announcement? What I miss? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Kevin, do you know what Fortnite announcement I'm talking about?
Not the Simpsons. It's not the Simpsons, right?
Nope, it's not The Simpsons. Is anybody? It follows The Simpsons. It's around the same time. Oh God. Okay. Fortnite has decided that their next round of their next featuring game is going to be Harry Potter themed.
Damn it!
Yep. See?
Hold on. Where is it? Let's see. Open this up. Launch the Epic Games launcher.
Someone go ahead and give me the sad trombone real quick.
Oh, yeah, I have that button too. Oh, there's a software update. Excuse me. Let me do that real quick. Kev, I'm sorry. I know I said we were going to try to get back into some Fortnite soon, but
that might be a little elongated.
People are
it
just
may
like,
not happen because if the skins exist and I can see them, let's see here. Where is it? Oh no! Don't even cancel that install. Uninstall. And they were doing great. They had fucking Simpsons, man. Their shit was good.
Hey, you're only as good as your next update.
and it's just for what reason? But you know, this is just me thinking about companies and games being like unforced errors, hardcore fails. For what reason?
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
All right, now it is time for the most divisive or the most controversial thing I've posted on Threads in God knows how long. Second only to the carbon footprint article that we could not find a source for. Majority of devs say Steam has a monopoly on PC games in a new poll. And boy, did the Gamers TM really have things to say in my mentions about this. I'm like, look, I can't argue with that. I really can't. But they did make a good product. Like, honestly, it's like when people were saying like Apple has a monopoly, it's like, I don't really think they do. But I can see people making the argument. There are other products that are out there. But if you make a good one, people are just going to use the good one. That's where the market is. I mean, if Epic had most of the shit that Steam had, maybe Epic could have been that thing.
Could have been.
God could have been that thing.
Yep. I think GOG was mostly running its race on the fact of, hey, we like old games to live and not die, and through like proper games preservation and being able to play old games no matter what system you were on.
Yeah, because it's not like Steam is forcing people to go through Steam. Like, you can launch your game anywhere.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't agree with it. I feel like it's like kind of a misnomer, like a misidentification of, hey, I don't know, majority of players are on Steam because that's where all the other games went, because I don't know, that's where people put their games.
Right. It's
nobody else had a launcher like this.
And then, like, that's a good launcher and does the things that we want them to do, and it's a proper launcher, and it does what I need it to do, and it works, and people go where the eyeballs go. So
I mean, like, for the most part, like, it stays out of the way.
Yeah, it's clean, it's crisp. I have no issues with it, so I'm like, hey, I'm good with it.
It's the best place I can log into a thing. Like, again, it took them forever, but they finally implemented the QR code login system, which is a fucking game changer. Oh, and I do not like. I'm glad GeForce Now finally does that, because like when I try to log in on my Steam Deck, I ain't got time to punch in a whole bunch of codes and shit.
Yeah, that's what I did when I first did my Steam Deck. I was like, oh, QR, and then it was like with the Steam app, and I was like, yeah. This you? Yeah. Ooh, here's all your games.
Yeah, Steam isn't a monopoly, but it definitely has most of the world saying "choke me harder, daddy." I mean,
yeah.
Again, like this, that's what, like when people were saying, like when the Department of Justice or whoever was like suing Apple, saying like they were a monopoly. Yeah, I don't see it. Like. And like, for me, I looked at like, I don't know, maybe I'm a special case. I can move my shit to another phone.
Yeah.
I am here because Apple has the features, the iPhone has the features that I like. I chose to be here. I could be anywhere else. I'm not leaving Apple because they've got me by the balls.
Right. It's like, I'm stuck here.
I'm not stuck here. I can leave when I want. Like, again, I'm a Linux sysadmin. I can use Linux. I use Windows. But none of those operating systems has the features that I want to use on my day-to-day machines.
Yeah.
And if you are offering me that product, and again, like with an iPhone, I can use an iPhone until the wheels fall off just about. Android, I can too, but that's like 2 to 3 years down the line. As opposed to, like, I've seen people with 10-year-old fucking iPhones. Mm-hmm. The fact that Apple is trying desperately to get people off of M1. Mm-hmm. And as much as I keep looking, I keep coming back to my M1. It's just like, yeah, I'm still here, dog. I'm still here. I'm still on my M1 Pro, my M1 Max. Like the only M device I've upgraded was my iPad. And technically didn't even have to do that. I just wanted something nice and thin. And the only reason why I'm really wanting to upgrade my laptop is because I want a bigger screen. And maybe just a new battery again. Takal says, Steam is not and has never been a monopoly. Everyone else not named GOG fucking sucks. They are complaining about not being able to screw over gamers because Steam is doing it better. I mean,
That part. That part.
yeah, so it's like, again, and I understand, like, again, for most of the comments that did come in through threads, they were all saying the same thing. But again, it's gamer TM, so their attitudes are very nasty when it comes to that. Like, they think that I stand by. I said, no, I just posted an article. I'm gonna need you to relax. But because your threads, I'm definitely not caring about anything any of you have to say. I am not here for you. I am here for the socialist conversations that are happening.
Right.
I just also post game content, and that's where y'all tend to show up.
Right. Plus, I truly, utterly hate the EA launcher, which is fine because I'm not really used to playing EA games. But it's like I am starting to want to play Uno again, but I can't. But Uno is only specifically on the Ubisoft Connect, and I'm like, I hate it here.
My son wants to play The Sims 4, but every time he tries to play, it wants me to sign into EA. I said, I don't even know my EA password. I ain't even trying. My password manager ain't on your computer. I ain't trying to do any of this bullshit. Man, I would like for you to play The Sims 2, but fuck this.
Like I would literally love to just be able to play the games that I love on Steam with no issues, without having Steam also open a secondary launcher. I would love that. I would love
Time for
that,
us to
but
make an open source card game. We could call it Last One.
You know what? There was an open source card game. The problem was it died and it was delisted. It was called Quinn. It was Uno, but without all the pretentiousness. And I loved it. And I did some content for it. But it's gone. It's delisted. You can't play it, but it's still good. I can play it, but I can't, but it's kind of like I would have loved to play it with y'all.
Ruin, we will still have to deal with the EA launcher when they're private equity, because they're going to want all of our data. They're going to want all of our data funneled through Saudi Arabia.
There's a good chance they might pull games off Steam.
Yeah, like they're going to want our data funneled through Saudi Arabia. Like
they're going to want that. They're not going to want to share it. They're not going to want to share metrics with Steam. They're going to want that stuff themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I have reaffirmed I have reaffirmed that.
See, Perpetual, when you mention physical games, that brings back that conversation about which one has a bigger carbon footprint, digital or physical. And I don't know, because again, this was the second most divisive argument that was on threads this week for me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can see the argument for both. So it's like, I don't know. Look, and like it was Linza, Linza on Mastodon and oh shit, Hermit on Discord. Both of them were mentioning the, like, where's the source? Like, where is this article that all these other articles are talking about? Like, I actually did not notice that it doesn't exist. So it's like, at that point, I was like, yeah, I've got no choice but to pull this shit. Because I'm a person like, look, if you can show me the source of the, like, if you can show me the source, cool. But they're straight up like, yeah, we don't know where to find it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Because I searched on both major search and on Google, and neither of them turned up this article. Just references to it from other websites. And I'm like, who did y'all talk to? Why are these websites not putting sources for their news? That was at least one thing we did when we were writing news stories. Because I remember when Merge called me out for that. I was like, damn it, you are fucking right. And I went back and sourced every one of my articles.
You know, as one does, I guess.
No, don't do that. Don't do this to me.
Don't do what?
The Chat GPT.
Banned.
Probably not wrong though. All right, coming up with some software updates. Mentioned before, there are some updates for Apple products. Of course, they're fixing some holes. So iOS 26.1 is out. Not only with security fixes, but hey, you could frost your glass. You can slide to stop your alarm, and there's more Apple Intelligence languages. And all these other things. Oh, I can actually talk Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Italian? Ooh. Also, I'm not sure. Did I mention I tried that live translation feature? I actually did give it a try. Yeah, mixed results. If you have not or cannot update to iOS 26, 18.7.2 is out now with those security fixes. iPadOS 26.1 is out with slide over making a return because boy, people hate it when slide over went away. But it's back. You can have it back now. Hope y'all enjoy it.
Bam, bam, bam. Or as Kevin would say,
Also, local capture gain control is available for external USB microphones when recording with local capture, an option to let you choose where local capture files are saved. So hey, if you create podcasts and stuff on your iPad, it's cool. And macOS Tahoe 26.1 is out as well, fixing some security holes and, you know, obviously the liquid glass stuff. So, yeah. And that's all we got. It's done. It's over. Oh, the stock market is about to crash in a couple of years. Nancy Pelosi isn't seeking re-election. I love 404's article saying what they referred to her as. I forgot. Let me see. 404 Media.co. What do they call her? One of the greatest Wall Street investors of all time announces retirement. I love it.
well,
I love it. But yeah, that's it. Hey, what y'all got going on? What y'all been doing?
So you want to go first?
I'm sure, because here I am with my eye being irritated. But anyway,
Wow. Hey, I see you were in physical pain. What you been up to, dog?
The tabletop shenanigans continue. So today was another episode of Arcane Core Gifts of Fear, where I am basically I'm a journalist, but I work for a company that deals with SCPs. So that's fun. That has been fun. That whole project has been a delight to be a part of. Also, tabletop games on Saturday, because tabletop games are always a thing on Saturdays at 3 p.m. with D&D Jordan Lee. And then aside from that, we are doing some personal things. We are looking at some stuff in downsizing because moving is happening. So.
What?
Details pending. So, those are all of the things. And other than that, I'm just, trying to drink more water, mind my business. Stay safe in these streets. and watch entirely too many videos on YouTube, ironically, because it's the content it serves up to me, about actively trying to be less stimulated all the time. So that's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's been fun.
Cool.
And that's it. That's what we got going on over here currently.
Bet. Kev,
Yes, sir.
what you got?
Well,
Wow.
I alluded to a little bit earlier. Yesterday was Munchkin's birthday, and she at the 11th hour, because the first time she was at that point, her people, her mother's people, like basically say like, hey, once you hit like a certain age, like the parties are cut off. Like you like, here's treats, here's some cake and ice cream. We love you. Go off, youngin. Until like 13, and then they kind of resume again. So she had hit the threshold. She was like, yeah, I'm good with that. And then she was like 11th hour. She's like, you know what? I want to go out and eat dinner. Let's have dinner. And so we went out to the local country buffet, which was a little struggle for me because I had blood work the next day, so I could not eat as hard in the paint as I wanted to because I had blood work the next day. So I was like, I'm gonna eat a modest meal and drink some seltzer and be NPO for the rest of the night. Which was definitely hard on me because I likes my food. So so we spent time with her. Got her because she loves Stitch. So I got her like some Stitch socks, a little bracelet, and and assorted candies. And her people basically just got her some other stuff too. So we basically just hung out, ate, fellowshiped, and had a good time with her. And on top of that, I have I guess I don't know if it was on the back of the 1.4 million view viral video that I got on TikTok of me saying Jesus Levante Christ while power washing a bathroom. But yeah, that happened. And I guess on the back of that, maybe because, people were like, he's an indie guy, so let's do indie things. So I have been sent a bunch of a bunch of games for review. And so for the next couple weeks, probably well into December, I'm probably going to be streaming a lot. I'm probably going to be streaming and making a lot of content. Like an actual streamer / content creator. I know it's crazy. Who am I? But so I'll probably be doing that over the course of a few days and weeks. Also, November prep. So Thanksgiving prep. So I will also be doing some cooking stuff. Also, the Google TV, one of our Google TVs had died in the thing. So I went to Walmart and bought this, which is the on 4K plus streaming device, which is a whole $30. And if you want to use Google TV but not buy that Google TV streamer for $75, $99, you can actually get one of these, and it's actually really good. So I've had one. It kind of fizzled out at $20, so I spent an extra $10, so I think it's like $30. I know. How will I make my rent? So got one of those, and so that's gonna be my week. That's probably gonna be my weekend, and yeah. And I actually finished my article. And so that's up.
Wait, which one?
Steam Next Fest. Yeah. And then also I will be working on the. I have been taking notes, for for my first op-ed.
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking you were
Right.
talking about.
Right, because I still got time. I still got time. I have been really thrilled to see people like actively going back and playing Animal Crossing again, in solidarity. In anticipation for the January 15th update. But I am still kind of mad because it's like, why did you wait 4 years for this? We could have got this in 2023. What are you doing? This could have been 2023, and I would have been less mad. I would have been less mad because you said this was it, and then you said, "No, we got more, baby," and I'm like, "Yeah, no."
But then there's more.
And then there's more. You said there was no more. I was gearing up for Tomodachi Life, and then you're like, "Hold on, I got some more for you, baby." Like whole games came out. Whole replacement games like Dinkum, like Go-Go Town, like Story of Seasons. Like I had moved on, and then you were like, "No." It's like you know what it does feel like, and I should probably write it down. It really does feel like an X spinning the block.
Oh, not that, Kevin.
It'd be like, hey, big head, hey, stink, what you been up to? Where you been at? I want to take you out on the 15th of next year. What we doing? It really feels like somebody's trying to spin the block on us. And we are allowing them to spin the block. This is what this feels like. And yeah, I am. So yeah, but as somebody who loves on the X, and I'm like, that X was good to me. I'm gonna be down the 15th with y'all. So yeah, and yep, that's about it.
Let's see. For me, I am currently celebrating the fact that my phone has not gone off all night tonight.
Hooray!
Bam, 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 bam.
That's a cause of celebration.
Yes. But no, seriously, shit's been fucking nuts over these past couple of weeks. With on calls, like we've been kind of in a change freeze, and of course, when we thought that, hey, that means no work for us, no, everything else just fucking broke instead. Apparently, idle hands do not make light work. With that, me coming to the tail end of that this weekend, kind of excited to just kind of relax for a bit, hopefully play some games. So I've been, I finished Metal Gear Rising, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Friday. Yes. I got to the final boss, to the boss, beat her, and just when I was about to play the cutscene, I'm looking at Discord. It's like I blinked and Discord was on my screen. The game crashed.
Damn.
And then my phone rang because I had to go do work.
Damn.
So wrapped that up, came back down. I was like, all right. I bet you didn't save it. Sure enough, loaded back up, coming right back to those field of white flowers.
Damn.
But luckily, I knew I had the fight downloaded still.
Yeah.
So I was able to beat her, get the cutscene. It was get the cutscene, got to the end. Only for when the game finished, before I can get back to the main screen again, it crashed again.
Damn.
But you know what? Nope, it's finished. It's done. I checked it. This was a loaded back. So yep, it says it's completed. I got all the unlocks. I'm good. I'm leaving. Granted, that was also, I think, the day after Fox Hunt was released.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have not checked that out yet. I might go back and circle back and play that a little bit, see what that is. So of course, I am now officially using my DualSense Edge to play a PlayStation game on my PlayStation 5 that I have owned for a year.
Yeah.
Finally, playing a game that I intend to finish.
Yes.
So Ghost of Tsushima is now the game I'm focusing on. Of course, everybody talking about Ghost of Yotai. Kind of wanted to get through that one. Not to say that Ghost of Yotai will be the next game I play, but at least to say, hey, I have wanted to check out Ghost of Tsushima. Let me go see what that is. I'm enjoying myself so far, but I have lost myself into this game called World of Airplanes. Which tasks you as being an air traffic controller. In this day and age. But luckily in Europe, so they're getting paid.
Yes.
So like I plot where planes land, I kill them for landing, do all the whole loading, like deplaning and replaning of people and their cargo and luggage or whatever. Line them up, let them take off, sign contracts for the airport and stuff like that. So it's more than just air traffic control, but the bulk of the gameplay is you being the air traffic controller.
Right.
Or at least like that last mile bit where it's like you're telling them, hey, you're clear for landing, go to the runway, all this stuff. Because I did not know how the systems worked, I end up spending about $40 in the first day. It's a free game. And I spent $40 because like, I don't know how any of this works. So I just spent money to get all the coins and I'm like, oh shit, I see what I did here. Now this game is hard because there's so much shit happening because I paid for all of it up front.
Yeah.
So like you go and you unlock an airport through so many levels at the previous airport. So now I'm on my second airport and I have been a little bit more restrictive as to the actual money I spend. If I feel like, you know what, I'm having a good run and this would help, I'll throw, because again, I'm going to support the devs. I'm playing their fucking game. I'm going to support the devs. So I'll throw them a couple of bucks to get the premium currency, maybe open up a terminal early or something like that, or get an extra contract. But yeah, it's not as quickly as I did it on the first airport. So things are a little bit more manageable because it slowly ramps up to where it's like, okay, there is a lot, but now I've gotten into a rhythm. So yeah, I've been playing that, trying to figure out how the Tsushima game is going to play because it is story driven. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of walking and talking and exposition. So I'm like, I can't really watch TV and play the game. So that's becoming my new challenge of like, where do I dedicate my time? Because I also like to catch up stuff on my Plex server, but then I would like to focus on the story of Ghost of Tsushima. Speaking of the Plex server, we have new hardware coming in.
Nice.
Apparently the platter hard drive that my Plex content sits on is being heavily hit by Plex, and it's sending a lot of alerts that are saying like, hey, maybe you shouldn't use Plex on this drive. Don't do that. Or, you know, do this weird custom thing to make it not complain as much. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And if you're saying that, it would be more beneficial if I had an SSD. I would just rather do that. So I have an SSD coming that should be here tomorrow, but I have nowhere to plug it in on my motherboard. So an SSD enclosure is on its way that plugs into the PCIe slot. So it'll sit where a graphics card normally sits. What did I have to say, Burge? What did I say? Let's see. I am thinking about this. Something I'm sitting there thinking about too. I know I've got my big storage project for my raid, for my dad, excuse me. But I am looking into maybe getting like a bigger PCIe storage controller that I can like put in multiple NVMe drives into to expand the fast storage. You invoke the on-call gods. Never do that. Look, the show is almost over now, so it's whatever at this point. I just wanted to make it through the show.
Yeah.
Because last week I didn't. Wait, no, was it last week or was it? I think it was I can't remember. I think it was like a show, and I had to get y'all to stretch for a little bit.
Yeah. You were like, talk amongst yourselves, and I was like,
Yeah. So yeah, so there's some projects stuff working on. I'm working on with the Plex server. So hopefully that should alleviate some issues. I'm wondering if that will also solve my inability to stream 4K content from the Plex server. So I'm hoping to test that out. It will probably be sometime next week because the enclosure doesn't get here until Monday. Again, my whole process of ordering things from not Amazon.
Right.
So Newegg was the place I ordered this time, and I think I ordered the enclosure from Newegg, but the drive came from Sabrent. Or no, it's the other way around. The drive came from Newegg, and the enclosure came from Sabrent.
yeah.
So
I've used Sabrent.
yeah, like Sabrent also makes the drives too, but
Yeah.
I can't remember. Like I think I ordered a Samsung NVMe. But yeah, the Sabrent enclosure. So that's where they're arriving on 2 different days. But yeah. Also, I got this book in the mail. This GameStop holiday guide. My son was quick to let me know when I got home. Hey, you got it. You got a GameStop holiday guide. It's on the stairs. It's ready for you if you want to look at it. Because I know he wants to go through it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the one who opened it.
I feel like he's already looked through it. He's just like I feel like he's already looked at it and done like the Ralphie thing of like opening it, circling it out, circling a few choice items.
Well, luckily nothing is circled in here yet, so maybe that's what he's waiting on. Like he got caught with it, and mommy was like, "Don't you think Dad should look at that first?"
He's like, "Dang."
So yeah. Also, yeah, just to give some highlights on some content, again, like Kev said, hey, check out his Steam Next Fest content over on DCAnalyst.net. On YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I posted a video covering the 8-bit dough. Geez, I forget what the fuck it's called. My SNES controller, the Pro 3.
Yes.
Oh shit! Something happened.
Yeah, I have the
shit.
Ultimate 2.
Kev, it actually did work this time.
Hey!
Like I picked it up and I heard a noise. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And now like it was powered on for a bit. It just turned off because I didn't unlock the switch.
There you go.
So yeah, that works. So yeah, I did a video covering that. I wanted to do an unboxing. I actually even wanted to copy Kev with his ASMR, but my gimbal does not look down far enough. So I was like, well, that scraps that plan. But I did use it as an opportunity to kind of mic up because I bought the gimbal with the mic, wanted to use the mic. So I was able to create some content with that.
Yeah, I typically bought a proper like stand and everything, but I felt like,
and I've got that stuff here too. It's just that I did not feel like setting it up.
Yeah. So one of the things I use when I was doing a lot of them is I have what's called like it's a chest gimbal, where it basically like you just put it on, strap it across your chest, and then you put your phone there, and then you keep your hands free for things. I like it, but it is one of those things that like it could look like it's used for very inappropriate things. But I use it strictly for unboxings. And when I show it to people, it's like, "Are you doing inappropriate things?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just doing like ASMR unboxings, guys." And then I bought the other one. So I bought. Hold on, let me show you.
And while he's getting that, I do want to mention, like, hey, like during the brief time I was doing unboxing, you can check that out on youtube.com/Major Linux. Like, yeah, I've got something similar to that where like there's a camera like literally pointing down to a desk.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Right.
used to be a bench, but yeah, then I switched over to a desk, and then things happened and had to wrap all that stuff up and put them away.
Yeah. So what I've noticed is that if this is like if it's tilted down even a little bit, it makes the recording film in a different aspect ratio. So instead of like one direction, it basically makes it upside down. So typically what I do is I would record like small snippets of video, and then what I'd have to do, I would record it in the phone app and then add it to TikTok, and then for the edits, and then like do the alterations or whatnot. But it got so bad where I was like, I got really physically tired of doing it. So now I just kind of use this as like live streams or whatever else. So I just use it whenever I get a chance to do like some TikTok lives or whatever.
Yeah,
Which is not often, but I need to do that more.
Yeah, for me, I got a shit ton of Elgato stuff. Again, say what you want about Elgato. Say what you want about Elgato. Their rigging, their light and camera rigging stuff is, again, some of the best.
Oh, it's great. Like those little things, like you can, and it makes it so easier to just clap it on like your lights, or your either on your lights or your mic arms with the compatible mic arms, and it makes it so much simpler.
Yeah.
To be able to do these things. I'm like, that's cool. Like,
yeah. But, so like, yeah, most of the stuff I have here, it's like almost all Elgato shit. Not sponsored. It'd be nice, but again,
I mean, it would be nice.
Like, I already have it, so it's not like I'm gonna look. I mean, there are some of us on this podcast who are currently on trains and sleeping and shit. Who are Elgato partners, among other types of partners. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can get them to throw us a bone. But hey.
I mean, that'd be nice.
Excuse me, Jesus, medicine. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. I'm checking the desk and make sure there's nothing else that's just laying around that I want to talk about. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much. Again, we've got 2 more weeks of shows. Yep, 2 more weeks. Then it's Turkey Day.
Yeah, it is.
They don't have to keep me off the stream because I won't be here.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. I won't be here on Turkey Day. I will not be here Thursday.
Good deal.
But yeah, so 2 more news cycles. On break for Thanksgiving, and then back for Holla Plays. Of course, one of those Thursdays being Game Awards.
Yeah.
Where we will finally settle which game will win Game of the Year. And we're not going to open that can of worms. I'm just going to leave it. But yeah, so definitely tune in for that. Of course, if you are watching the stream live, you'll like to catch up on previous content. I do recommend you go to TechTalkThursdays.net, where you can get the audio version of this podcast, because fuck Spotify. That's right. Also, shout out to TikTok for not allowing me to say fuck Amazon.
Oh yeah, I seen that on Instagram.
My wife was like, "What you get banned for this time?" I said, "Banned." So you see this thing, like they said you couldn't say fuck Amazon. So, oh yeah, fuck Amazon. But yeah, fuck Spotify too. Personally, for removing my content, but also because you're partnering with ICE. And of course, you want to watch the videos. Majors.house/TTTvid is where you can go catch the video archives, including our Thursday plays. And of course, if you're watching the archives, join us live, twitch.tv/Major Linux, each and every Thursday night at 8:00 p.m. Eastern. Join the chat where we have a lot of fun. You see how we love to read the chat. We love to interact with the chat. We love to interact with you too, live and direct. Twitch.tv/Major Linux, where you can find us on Thursdays, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. DCAnalyst.net is where you can go to get all the articles that you can care to read that only one person is generating because, good on him. A lot of work you do. And that's about it. Thank you for streaming. No problem. No, it's been our pleasure. This is what we do. It's a service to you. A service to all of you all. To all of you all. All of you all. All of y'all. Because that's what we want to do. We love doing this. Or at least I do. And on that note, all I've got left to say to you wonderful people is you could have been anywhere in the world watching any stream. No, you could have been reading the tech and gaming news yourself, but you said no. Democracy thrives on that gateway drug called socialism. I tried to make something nonsensical, but motherfucker, that does not work.
That moment where you tried not to share a bar and you ended up sharing a bar.
I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
Look at you.
Chef's kiss. And with that, no one is going to save us but ourselves. If you stay ready, as Sin has demonstrated earlier tonight, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And as always, this will never change. I love you all. And peace.
Wakanda forever.
Drink your water. Take your meds. Get some sleep.
I will.